Hey guys, Crew of Blind Wave back. I'm Calvin.
Eric.
And we are back with another episode of Community. Last time on Community, we had a Halloween episode.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Good fun. We had like another kind of revisiting of like the, oh, what if this happened? Mm-hmm. Oh, what if this happened?
Yeah, kind of.
Wait! Teach me to read.
Each character kind of had their own little story kind of occurring for the last two episodes now. So
yeah.
I'm curious to see what we do with this one. Though we did have a mention of the taco meat. So maybe there's zombies again.
And Beetlejuice.
And a chainsaw man.
And Beetlejuice.
And Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice chainsaw man?
Put the TV wrench on the square thing and jiggle it left.
Put the TV... I like how he doesn't know the words, but he knows what to do. It's like when you fix the pipes or whatever, right?
Remember? Yeah, he's a genius at this, right?
Yeah.
He's a savant.
Abed, look.
Cool, Stonehenge.
I got a pocket full of hawthorns, a pocket full of hawthorns. Power down.
I have a guess of what's going on.
Those guys were... I assume they were just brothers or wealthy.
Or wealthy.
That is copyright infringement and defamation.
What? It's neither of those.
I only wanted his pants off when I thought he was a lady. So you were attracted to him? The only thing I'm attracted to is eating his ass alive. Well, that's not why I'm getting things in my mouth.
Hey!
Did he just...
He Dracula'd at them.
I love how they kept making him boil all those things.
Hey, what's going on with you bitches?
He's good.
Is he embracing it because he's making all his money from the sales now?
Since that song came out, both on the wife sales went up 7%.
7. Yep.
He's not supporting gay people, they're supporting him. If Mexicans were buying his wipes, he would have ridden in on a donkey. Double diagnosis. Save some for all those poor real doctors.
What type of cookies do you want at the party? We have peanut butter or chocolate chip.
Peanut butter!
Chocolate chip.
Tight seal, good flow. Kid's pretty handy.
You get the hell out of here! Go!
Is he from like another college or who is this guy?
I don't know. It's a rival.
You listen to me. What you have is like...
It's so intense.
Come to me with the second floor. Somebody pooped in the sink.
Oh, no.
Pooped in the sink?
Yep.
Huh?
Father.
Father?
What is on his head? His dad's still alive? No way. How old is Pierce?
What's going
What the hell was that about?
on? He just got kidnapped.
Oh, the AC guys.
Why put a sack over your head and drag you here in the middle of the night?
Why are you?
Why is there an astronaut in the corner making paninis?
He is.
We don't want them believing you. Isn't that right, Black Hitler?
Oh, no, they have black Hitler. He was so nonchalant.
It's so good.
Oh, God.
Cornelius.
Cornelius.
I always assumed your father was dead.
Me too.
Solid ivory is the only way to be assured of...
Solid ivory?
I can excuse racism, but I draw the line at animal cruelty.
You can excuse racism.
No.
The party's canceled? I bought a cone bra.
Ah!
I want to see it.
Oh, we still having the bash? Why is he dressed like that?
I love it.
My dad's gonna disown me.
Oh no, then you'll be free of him forever. Shudder when you see an elephant?
You see an elephant?
Pierce.
Well, maybe just one drink.
The air conditioner. We did it.
Mr. Barnes, air conditioning repairs an elite worldwide family dating back to
It's like the Men in Black of AC repair or something.
Breath print approved.
Breath print.
Have you heard the expression room temperature?
Of course.
This is the room.
It's this room.
I can't tell where the air ends and my skin begins.
Incredible, invisible, unbelievable things where an unseen, unknown, invincible fraternity of craftsmen, graduates of this.
John Goodman's so good.
Once you're in, you're in.
And it has nothing to do with his father.
Look at me now, Dad!
Yeah, look at me now, Dad!
Are you Superman?
No.
Would you tell me if you were?
I tell everyone. I never understood why he cared who knew.
Yeah, what am I gonna do to him?
This party's a real sausage fest.
I'm gonna eat spaceman paninis with Black Hitler, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Does sound crazy.
Promise to keep it a secret.
Secret handshake.
Secret. Can you pretend to be me?
I like football, but also I don't.
Perfect. Honestly, I feel like watching TV with you.
Can't make watching the TV your job, you know?
This whole thing was a huge mistake.
Oh, Pierce. He's faking a heart attack. Or is he having a real one? It's fake.
The world is done with you.
Fake heart attack or real heart attack?
He's faking.
He's dead.
He wasn't.
He wasn't.
Is he gonna be mad or happy?
You're free.
I looked it up on the Wikipedia.
Wikipedia?
The terms of his will clearly state that whoever kills him gets to keep it.
What? Almost look like a brain.
Well, I'm not scared of you anymore because you're dead, and I'm not. So, I win.
So edible.
You're the worst.
You're the worst.
Is that a priest that just
Yeah.
told her she's the worst?
You're the worst. Alright. There's a draft.
Uh-oh. They're coming.
You have to choose.
Or is a message gonna come through the AC? Oh, he's
there
there.
he is.
Okay.
Brotherhood, you're making a huge mistake, son.
That may be, sir. But at least it's my mistake.
It doesn't change the fact that it's a mistake.
Doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. This isn't over, Troy.
Oh.
You know what?
What? Why?
It's the most mundane shit.
You going home alone?
Gay!
I thought those blowguns had estate rights.
What on Beta Earth do they want from us, Inspector?
The question isn't what they want from us, Constable, but when.
How old are you guys?
The question isn't how old we are, but when old we are.
That's what they were wearing last episode.
Yeah.
What's up, girl? How you living?
Why? Yeah.
They're living their best life.
Yeah, I had no idea last episode that's who they were. I thought I was like, I don't get that reference.
Yeah. And then they did. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's what they were dressed as. Like, we just dressed like this for fun. It's not for
Yeah.
your party. Yeah, it's so good. I love it. I like this episode a lot.
So, why is there
Yeah, no, it's such a good
such
idea.
a successful branch of the air conditioning repair education taking place at Greendale?
It's not just education.
Yeah.
It's like
Like they do it.
nationwide.
Yeah.
And like they're
Like you'll have employment for the rest of your life.
and
air
they have
conditioning repair.
their side had more money than the Greendale Community College
Yeah.
did, right? Like they
Yeah,
were they
that's
were
why
like
he was
leading.
pressuring the dean.
Yeah, they're in the annex.
Yeah, but like they have the money, which is
Right.
interesting too. I'm curious on if this continues on and we get to see more. Is it this season? Is it the series? You know, does it ever come back, or is that just a
John
thing?
Goodman can give gravitas to anything. Like,
Oh, yeah, right.
Like, as the scenes were happening, I was like, he's right. You know? But I got to the end, I'm like, but what is he right about? What is the stake? What's happening?
I love the setup of what they did in the room because, like, imagine like, going back, guys, I was kidnapped by air conditioning empire. Like, what are you talking about? It's like, no, they took it. There was like 5 of us there. There was an astronaut in the corner making paninis. Black Hitler was there. Like everything you just keep saying just adds more ridiculousness to it as you go, and it's so
Like
good.
the air conditioner repairman thing seems like the least ridiculous thing.
Well,
then.
yeah, but it's like that. Wait, so the air conditioning guy stole you? Yes. And there was an astronaut making paninis? Yes. Okay, Troy.
My favorite conspiracy theory, and one that I subscribe to, is the crazy people with the crazy conspiracies, like Alex Jones, are plants to make real conspiracies seem dumb.
Less. Yeah.
I could see that kind of thing being true, where it's
Yeah.
like, look at all these ridiculous conspiracies,
Yeah.
like what JFK or whatever Jr.
Sure.
being alive and going with Trump to, like, you
Sure,
know, like,
yeah.
those will be our leaders in the next election.
But like,
what are you
there are
talking
real
about?
conspiracies too. Like people conspire.
Sure,
You know,
yeah,
that
it
definitely
happens,
happens.
right?
Yeah.
Like, is there an idea of like, did the government or an agency kill JFK? You know,
Yeah.
like we don't have a lot. Like, there's some conspiracy, something happened there,
Martin Luther King.
right? Sure, like things like that, where like there's assassinations and stuff. But then you go into things and he's throwing out like our frogs being gay because they're putting shit in the water and shit, And it's like, well, did you watch Jurassic Park? Like
you ever look at Alex Jones and realize he's young. He's like in his early 40s.
Really?
Yeah. I should look it up because someone said it the other day. I was like,
Damn.
no way, but then I didn't look it up.
He's in his early 40s.
Let me look it up.
That man has lived a stressful life or something.
He eats way too much steak, and he eats way too many of those digestion tablets.
What is that? The
right?
shit that he sells? What's that stuff that he sells? Where it's like, this stuff's good.
Enzyme tablets, right?
Is that what it is?
It's for breaking steak down in your gut, so like you can eat like a real man or some bullshit like that. I don't know.
But I could see an idea of like you make more conspiracies so that the real conspiracies just. Well,
sure.
There's so many. Like you can't believe conspiracies, man. Really?
Yeah, it was a conspiracy. He's 48, which is still a lot younger than I thought.
It's younger than I thought. Yeah, I would say he was probably later 50s or something.
Maybe I heard that like 5 years ago.
I mean, he probably was then.
I really want to. Can we go back to the part wherever like
Black Hitler?
No.
We don't want them believing you. Isn't that right, Black Hitler?
No.
He's so calmly just like...
It's like he doesn't really want to be there in costume, but he's being paid.
I love that. It's so good. I think the whole concept of it is great.
Yeah.
Also, John Goodman reminds me of a Men in Black thing, and he reminds me of Rip Torn.
Yep.
As you know what I mean?
Totally.
Like the way he delivers it and everything too, and going up and doing a breath print. Like it just seems like a Men in Black kind of situation, and I love it. I want to go. I want to go to the party when Troy's talking to Abed.
Yeah.
I want to hear them being each other again.
They're pretty good.
Secret handshake.
I love the secret handshake too.
I like football, but also I don't.
Perfect.
What should I do, Abed?
I don't know, but Harrison Ford might know. Don't get cocky, kid.
Okay, this isn't working.
I feel like they both play each other really well
Yeah,
there. I loved his like, I like football, but I don't like.
So I don't.
It has that kind of whispery thing he has, but also that indecisiveness he has, and it's just a really good thing, and I love that. I also love that their secret handshake is just their normal handshake, but you whisper secret at the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Like, who would think of that?
Yeah, I'm not going to mess it up. It's such a fantastic loophole on not telling a secret, too. It's like pretend to be... like.
Can you pretend to be me so I can talk to me?
Yeah. And you know Abed would respect that.
Oh, yeah.
How was Pierce's dad not dead?
The guy looked younger than...
He did.
Chevy Chase
He looked
to me.
younger than Chevy Chase. I was half waiting for... when everyone left the funeral for it to just open and him just get out, and all of it was a fake. He paid to make a funeral and everything just so that he could get out of this situation with everything.
Sure.
But I guess not.
Yeah.
But if he showed up again, I'd be like, oh, that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Possible.
I'd be like, oh, he faked his death.
Dude, like, if... I know it probably wouldn't happen. But, like, if one of your dads, like, showed up and started saying some crazy shit, like, to some of the people that work in the building and said that stuff, I'm like... I might be like, hey, man, I'm sorry, but, like... we gotta whoop your dad's ass. Really? I'm not gonna do that. It's like, is that okay? Oh, it's infuriating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I'd do in that situation exactly. Like, you just get up and leave? Like,
I would have to tell my dad, like, hey, man, shut up or we're gonna whoop your ass. I don't want to, but we're gonna have to. You're old, you know?
Like, do what we're gonna have to.
We're gonna have to.
Man, he went around that table and just targeted it.
He
like,
did.
They're being like, you're like a racist Abed.
Yeah.
Like, Abed just picks up and knows things, you know?
Uh-huh.
And, like, he was like, you're Jewish, you're this, you're that. And I'm like, fucking asshole.
Yeah. It came as just, like, such a, like, mile a minute.
Yeah.
You know?
Even Britta being like, I'm white. He's like, I even just started picking apart her, too.
You have a wide brow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shirley with, like, you know, the choice thing, like, she couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
She was just lapping them all like they were 5-year-olds playing Mario Kart.
Yeah. Man, I was watching I saw it was a TikTok video. I don't remember who it was that was in it, but there were these two guys talking, and they were talking about like do you know you're white? And he's like, well, yeah, I know you're like, you know you're white, or do you believe you're white? And they started like having this conversation about believing and knowing stuff, right? Like, you can believe about Jesus, but you don't know Jesus. You know your dad because you've met your dad, so you know who your dad is.
Right. Gnosticism.
Yeah, right?
Gnosticism.
And he's like, but like, you believe you're white, and we're all in this mindset because that's what you've been taught, is to believe that. And he's like, if I had water, and I had 5 jugs, and they were red, yellow, white, black, purple, and I just poured the water in, sealed them all up, now, what's in there? Like, you believe they're this because of the colors and stuff, but you won't know until you open up and drink it. And inside, it's all the same. And like, he was just like, we have been taught that we are just like looking at us And like we're all different because we've been told that we're all different.
Yeah.
But inside, everyone's just the same, and that was his whole point of it all. Like, so
Sure.
now you know inside is the same. Like, what color's your brain? It's like, well, I don't know what color my brain is. I've never seen it. It kind of was like kind of the idea of it. So
I mean,
it was just it was an interesting like little concept that he was talking about.
That's
and
cool.
I liked it. So.
No, I mean, it's as simple as your ancestors spread throughout the earth, and depending on how much UV radiation they're getting from the sun, that you needed to be either protect yourself or not. That's all it is. It's just what makes up your skin. So. Yeah, but it's really cool to like go and see like human migration patterns, and then see like the different races and skin colors like break down from there over time. It just fucking fits, man.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Another thing that like they were talking about pond fronds and how like the slaves would use for air conditioning and stuff. I never really thought about it. It makes a lot of sense. Like having a fan, like fanning yourself, is a zero-sum game because the effort it takes to actually fan yourself is heating up your body more, where you're actually not cooling off. Like you're exhausting yourself more.
Yeah,
I hadn't really thought about that.
So using a slave to do it, you're not doing.
And those
anything.
motherfuckers are sweating, because they have to keep doing this.
Yeah, they're not cool.
They're not cool at all.
No,
I never really thought about that one. I'm like, oh no, yeah, it is a zero-sum energy game, unless you have like a piece of paper that it's doing some by moving more air,
Sure.
Yeah. But just doing this
using like a
doesn't do
Bernoulli
anything for
effect
it.
or something, right?
Like you can give relief, especially if you're sweaty, and try to like cool yourself off that way. But effectively, you're just using more energy and making yourself more hot.
Yeah. No, I kind of wanted. I was trying to watch in that because I'm like they showed like the leaves.
Yeah.
But I'm like, what are on these other pillars they have? Like, is it just like we
The
had
history
this,
of
and then this,
air conditioning.
then we had a fan, then we made a coil, whatever. Like, what was it that they were showing as like the history? And then we go to the room that is the room temperature room.
Yeah.
I can't feel where the air and my skin touch. What was it? The choice?
Can't feel where my skin ends and the air begins.
I can't.
It's like he was in a sensory deprivation tank.
Yeah, I guess.
What did they draw in the beginning? And Abed's like, cool Stonehenge.
It was just like a smiley face out of peas.
Yeah.
Not Stonehenge. I was like, what?
Maybe he understands something we don't.
I wanted to hear more of that song. How the Hawthorne Wipe song went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it. Can you do that?
Can you make a song about that?
Can you make a song about a product exclusively like that? Is that legal?
Tricky because
I think it's. I mean, you could write a review about it, right?
Yeah, but you can't profit necessarily.
I feel like there's been tons of.
You can
people who have like had products mentioned in songs and stuff. And
yeah,
it's not
but
like
could you make like what is effectively a new theme song for it? Can I just be like Pepsi?
I would say yes, you can, right?
Can you?
Why not?
I don't know.
What about Victoria's Secret?
What if you like have a bunch of like racist lyrics too? Like they have the legal authority to be like, hey, stop. But do they?
I don't know. Freedom of speech, right?
I don't know.
Isn't it protected? Like
I
the
think
Victoria's
so.
Secret song isn't necessarily playing up like, oh, look how good Victoria's Secret is. It's talking
That's why
about
I keep
like
saying, we need
here's
to
the
have-
truth of it and what they've been.
We need a lawyer.
Been
We need
basing everything on,
legal
you know?
Eagle to be back here.
And that's also,
whenever we have
like-
legal things, we can just ask him.
like a commentary and like a parody, right? Too. So that's protected. But as far as like using it for its popularity or to like change its marketing like appeal, I guess.
You don't think the
might
Victoria's
be
Secret changes
protected.
its marketing appeal a little bit?
Like,
But
could I?
again, I think that's like a review thing. Like,
I also don't think that they were doing a song on Hawthorne Wipes because Hawthorne Wipes was popular. It wasn't like, hey, if I do a song about this, it's gonna get a little bit of pullback. I think they were singing because, like, hey, I use these. I'm gonna base it on that.
Like if the
I mean,
Mentos song,
either way, I think you could have a lawyer write up a cease and desist and then take it to court or whatever. Like, everything is litigious. Litigious.
like when that lady
I can't
sang
think
that
of it.
song, like I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Like, do they have to get permission from Barbie and Mattel? Or is that just
don't
like
think-
everybody understands Barbie? Like,
I
does-
don't
like,
think they do.
like maybe a product is so ingrained that it like becomes like, hey, a Barbie instead of hey, a doll, or a Kleenex instead of tissue. Like if I say Kleenex, make a song about Kleenex. I don't know why, but that's a specific brand, company.
But
as
at what
opposed to
point,
tissues.
like, is that covered under fair use and
I don't know, man.
parody and
Yeah.
free speech and all those kind of things?
I don't know. Like if the Mentos song wasn't made by Mentos, the company, and instead the Foo Fighters were just like, hey, we're making a song about Mentos. And they'd be like, what? Why? It's like, we are. And you can't stop us. Could they? Could the Foo Fighters do that?
I think yes is
All right.
the answer. in my thoughts of.
I understand, like, well, why would you unless you were making money? But okay.
Well, yeah, but like someone's just like, I'm gonna write a song. What about? I'm gonna write about this.
Fucking, I like Mentos.
Right? Like, well, I mean, that's not a brand. I'm gonna be like, what about the tequila song? But
that's just a thing.
Tequila is tequila, but there's different brands of tequila, right? So it'd be like making like, I'm gonna make a song about sandwich, you know? But it's not Subway or something, you know?
Yeah, we did Subway.
Yeah, but I don't think there's a
like. How far does it go? Can you just make a song about how Subway sucks?
You could.
That's criticism.
Why can't you?
I don't know. And then we make money off people hating Subway.
Sure.
And Subway's like, we have no recourse. We can only allow this to happen.
I'm not saying like a lawsuit can't occur in those kind of situations because I'm sure they can, right?
Yeah.
People.
I mean, they do all the time.
People sue stuff in like just like a
people sue people for telling the truth.
Yeah. But I mean that just kind of happens.
Gotcha.
But I don't think that there's. It's just a matter of how you argue it and what everyone views it as, right?
I think what we all realize is that I have a lot to learn about copyright law.
It's tricky. This law is tricky.
Dumb.
That's why you gotta hire people to understand what law is. They make it so complicated so that it can't just be.
Yeah. Then it's like the air conditioner repairman. They've created this system in which we have become dependent upon them.
Yeah.
And they just make it more complex.
What are you talking about?
Charge more money for it.
What are you talking about? There's no
healthcare
secret
also
cabal of air conditioning repairmen.
Are you kidding?
What else did you see when you were there?
That's what
aliens and Black Hitler.
Sure.
We hope you enjoyed this reaction to Community. And if you want to see more, make sure you subscribe. We have new episodes here for this and everything else we do every single week. Also, in the description below, you can find links to Patreon, where we have the next 4 episodes available, and our full lengths. And, what are you doing?
We are not sponsored by Diet Coke.
Aircon again. I told you not to do this kind of stuff.